Hi, it's Olivia Kolstead at Panama City Toyota. I'm here with our dealer principal and my dad, Greg Finley, and he's here to talk a little bit about our temporary showroom. So Dad, most people thought that our dealership was in good condition because it looked pretty good from 15th Street, but that's not the case, correct?
Right. Hurricane Michael didn't spare the dealership. We lost about half of our roof, even though the front facade was intact. About half the roof was gone, which damaged almost the entirety of our contents and then virtually all of our offices. So we took a pretty big hit from Michael.
So how quickly were we able to get back up and running after the hurricane?
Well, we were very quick to get service back up and running. We have a 40,000 square foot showroom here, and then attached to that facility is our service department. It didn't sustain any damage, and so we got it back up relatively quickly, about 12 days. But then we had the sales team report and so forth, but they mainly worked outside in cleanup or helping other people with chainsaw and brush removal and that sort of thing. So we got back in a very basic fashion in about 12 days, but it took a little longer to get into this showroom.
What have been the biggest challenges since Hurricane Michael?
Well, the biggest challenges we faced were, one, getting a temporary roof back on, which would allow us to stay dry in here. And then also, the probably single biggest challenge was all of our IT infrastructure was destroyed. So we had no way to connect with the outside world, and our business is very dependent on the internet, very dependent on technology, very dependent on some third-party websites that host our databases and really run our whole sales and service functions. So we were doing things like we were selling cars like you might at a tent sale, and we were servicing cars the way we might have done that 25, 30 years ago. So those were the biggest challenges, IT and just staying dry inside.
But despite those challenges, it seems like you developed a plan for a temporary showroom pretty early on.
Right, early on, like I said, we were operating in 12 days, but we had so much damage we had to get the temporary roof on, and then we came up with a plan fairly quickly with our architects, and we have a couple consultants, and with our contractors to put a temporary construction wall up that cordoned off a smaller area of the dealership that we could have as a temporary showroom.
So what's the square footage that we used to operate out of, and what are we currently operating out of right now?
Right, the showroom before Hurricane Michael was 40,000 square feet, and we operated in all of that. And that included our offices, the actual space where the cars were housed, and then our bathrooms, training room, break room, and that sort of thing. But right now where we sit, it's about 18,000 square feet.
How long do we expect before we have the use of our full showroom, offices? How long will the build back take?
Our best guess, we haven't redesigned everything yet or gotten a building permit, but we think we're going to be in this 18,000 square feet for only 18,000 square feet for about another month. We're going to add about 5,000 square feet within the next 2 months, and that will be the training room, break room, and a conference room. So it'll be about 23,000, and then the other 17,000 will probably be constructed over about a 6-month period. So I'm guessing, our best guess is really the summer of 2019. That's our hope.
So until then, what should customers expect from the temporary showroom?
Yeah, customers should really expect the same great experience they always had. It's just going to be in smaller quarters. So it's going to be in 17,000 square feet. Really where we're strained mostly is office space. And so we're kind of stacked on top of each other, our staff, our accounting staff. We still have our customer lounge, so we still have free coffee from that we supply and buy from Amavitas. We're going to have popper and popcorn like we used to. So it'll be a similar experience, but just in smaller quarters.
So we've seen some hearts around the upper wall of the dealership, and they have a PC inside. Can you tell us the meaning behind that?
Yeah, we were thinking about, what can we do when customers come in here? What would resonate with customers that we're really building back? We didn't want this showroom in its temporary fashion to be a real salesy place where we're just hammering you with marketing slogans and logos and branding, if you will. We wanted it to be a real community-oriented place, and we want to recognize with this temporary showroom that really it's sort of a little bit of a period of grieving, and we're really behind the community. We really want to see it built back, and we want to see our market area and beyond recover. And so the Hearts with the PC is our way of saying, hey, we love this community and we want to be a part of building it back, and we want to recognize that's what everyone's sort of about right now. And we may even raise some money for our fund through that a little bit, maybe by selling some t-shirts or something that would have that message. But really, that's kind of what it is. It's a little bit of, we're trying to encourage people and give everyone a little bit of hope.
That's great. So stop by our temporary showroom and let us know how you're doing. We will offer you the same great experience you're used to, but we'll just be operating out of a slightly smaller space.